Good afternoon, and welcome again. Today we have Jeff Greenberg, who's the CEO of Hiperwall, with us. Jeff, welcome. You've come all the way from Irvine, California. You're a regular, I think, at ISE. How many years have you been coming to this show?
This is 5th year here. Looking forward to another great year.
And you've been pretty busy. We were talking earlier on this morning that today, Wednesday, seems a bit busier than the day before. I don't think you've had a break.
Yeah, yesterday was a little bit slow in the morning. It sped up towards the afternoon, but today, non-stop visitors. Coming here was the first time I've had a chance to get away from the stand.
Now this is the first show of the year for you, I guess. It's February, so it's likely to be.
Right.
You're big at Infocom. Tell us, there's a rumor that you've got a really big stand at Infocom this year in Las Vegas.
So we're going to be doing a 20 by 20. That's our biggest booth that we do on our own of the year, our biggest investment, because Infocom's the biggest show.
That's good. And you also do lots of vertically integrated shows. So give me an example of vertically integrated shows that you do.
So we do that because the nature of our business is to sell into specific industries. We do a lot in law enforcement. We do a lot in utilities. In fact, this week in Orlando is a big utility show, and I've got an entire team there staffing a booth. In addition, we do transportation events, data center and NOC events, all the verticals in which our technology tends to be used. We go and do booths at those events.
And you've also got some new stuff this year. Again, rumors, I'm not sure you've announced it, some fault-tolerant Hiperwall software.
Yeah, so we are doing fault tolerance. It's something that actually is not just announced, but actually released. It is shipping. We already have customers around the world using it, and the unique thing about it is a video wall control system that is fault tolerant, because many video walls are used in mission-critical control rooms, and the effects of a failure could be devastating. By building it as a fault-tolerant system, it can withstand the failure of any one component and keep running, providing the high availability that's needed in those mission-critical deployments.
Okay, now, many people will know Hiperwall. You're pretty visible, you've got a good brand, but your beginnings are very interesting. You started off at UCI. Explain UCI, because I'm going to get it wrong if I say what it is, but you started off how many years ago from the university?
So actually, about 12 years ago, not me personally, but a guy by the name of Sungjin Kim started doing some graduate research in combining multiple displays to make one virtual large display. He started with just 4 displays, did a successful proof of concept. Then he and his faculty advisor applied for a grant from the National Science Foundation to build the world's highest resolution display system, and about 10 years ago they built a 200 million pixel display system with the base of what is today the Hiperwall product. Shortly after that, the university contacted me as an alumni and a known high-tech entrepreneur to meet the inventors of the technology and see if it might have commercial potential. I quickly realized it did. I got Dr. Kim, he earned his PhD doing that, and his professor, Dr. Jenks, to join me. The 3 of us started Hiperwall as a company, took the academic research, spent about a year converting it into a commercial product, started selling it, and here we are 8 years later. We have turned it into a global business with multi-million-dollar revenues, and we have customers now in almost 60 countries around the world.
And really, apart from some hardware-specific systems, you don't really have that many competitors. I think we've described you as the easiest way to throw pixels at a
yeah, and in fact,
screen.
I know you say the best way to throw pixels at a wall, and we love that. Yeah, so video walls certainly are not new. They've been around for decades, but we have found a way to do it without the proprietary hardware that's always been needed. By eliminating that proprietary hardware, we reduce the cost, we reduce the complexity, we also increase the scalability and the flexibility, giving people the option to use whatever computers they want, whatever network they want, and the whole thing is just connected by an ordinary Ethernet network. So in an era when more and more people are talking about the convergence of AV and IT, they're coming to a place that we've been since our birth 12 years ago.
Right, that's fascinating. It's a lovely story. Somebody should write a story about it.
We're looking forward to that day.
Yeah, that's good. No, it's a great, lovely. I love success stories. That's a very good one. You've been a good partner with NEC for many years as well, and they've been good to you, I think. What do you think about this LED thing? Because everybody we've had on the show so far has talked about LED, the fine pixel pitch stuff. We've got 1.5 mil
Right.
LED here. The first time we've used this as a broadcast backdrop because of the quality. Is it something that gets used in control rooms? Is it something that will be used in
It
control rooms?
hasn't been traditionally used in control rooms, but it is starting to more and more just because it can be lower cost. I suppose the biggest advantage, though, is that it is truly seamless. So some people are doing that. There's been hesitation because the pixel pitch was too high, but it's now getting to the point where this is usable for reading text at any kind of reasonable distance, so we are starting to see those in control rooms.
Brilliant, that's interesting. So the last question then, you've talked about the fault tolerance. Is there anything else that we should be looking forward to from Hiperwall in 2016?
Sure, so we always have more features coming. We're adding more and more video capabilities, so version 4.0, which we just released a few weeks ago, has the fault tolerance, but it also has a new video engine that can play 4K movies. Later this year, we'll actually be able to do 4K streams. In addition, we can already do much higher resolution feeds. We can do live feeds that are 4K, 6K, 8K, 10K. So we could fill an entire video wall this size or bigger with extremely high resolution live data, live maps showing the movement of every law enforcement vehicle or every repair vehicle within a jurisdiction, so operators can make fully informed decisions with real-time visual data.
Fantastic. Jeff, thank you. You can find Hiperwall in Hall 4, stand R24, which is the NEC display stand.